per se being people that are not tangible. You know, so if there is somebody that's watching, a young man that says, I need some hope, I need some help, come over here, we got you.
Let's pray.
Amen. Brother, let me get you on this, and then,
Yes, sir.
then I want to transition to something.
I would just say that pretty much be hope. I feel like the kids today, they need tools. What I mean by tools, they need a vision. They need things to do like recreation. We started a team called the Oakland Junior Raiders. The Raiders. Yeah, so like programs, like my brother here to have a facility. We have churches, we have programs to try to hopefully do something that they like. Like what Maine was saying, you just say Christ, these kids, they're not going to understand it. But of course, they love music, they love sports. So that's kind of like the tools we can use to kind of reach some of them that don't have hope.
And I think that's basically what this is all about right here. What the Hebrew is about the music is really to tap in with the kids.
Amen.
That's what it's about.
So I just want to give a little check-in for some folk might have just come in the middle. My name is Reverend Harry Lewis II, also known as OG Rev. And we are here tonight at the single release of the Hebrew Boys' new single, I Love the Bay. And we are here this afternoon with Pastor Moo, with Solomon, with Sol, and with Drizzle AD. And we are here just kicking it, talking back and forth about what they're doing. And before I open it up for questions, I want to ask this. You know, I understand that you guys are gospel rappers. I understand that you come from the streets. I understand that you create, because I've seen it. You, in this place, you created ministry that saved a whole lot of young people from the horrors of street life. Whenever I walk here, whenever I'm around y'all, I see young people. Many churches don't have any young people. The only thing I see you guys followed by is young people. So you saved a whole lot of lives. So we want to just establish that and thank God for what He's already doing. I want to ask you now, what is the I Love the Bay challenge?
I love the Bay. So, I Love the Bay challenge. Well, first, I Love the Bay, of course, is a song that the Lord gave us to release. And the challenge is to challenge Bay Areans to do acts of kindness, acts of love to a fellow Bay Area. You don't have to know them. They don't have to be your nationality. But because they're from the Bay, and you're from the Bay, and ultimately we want love to flow through the Bay, we're asking anybody, everybody, throughout your day, find somebody to show love to, whether in words, whether in deeds. Stop so much thinking and focusing on self, and think about how can I help somebody else. When you wake up and really think about how can you help somebody else and serve somebody else, that actually keeps depression off of you. That actually keeps feeling low off of you. Because you're looking not about yourself, but how can I help somebody else? So we're challenging everybody in the Bay Area, black, white, no matter nationality, go out there and show some love. And then hashtag it, I Love the Bay. Show it, how to do the challenge, show it that you did it. Hashtag I Love the Bay. And of course, this is not about boasting in what you did, but it's about encouraging others to do it.
Yeah.
One thing, I feel compelled to do about I Love the Bay, being like you were saying from New York, I just feel like, with us youngsters, they so divided. Like when you say Oakland, Richmond, San Francisco, everybody rep their city, even though it's all one Bay Area. I just feel like I want to do something where my challenge is, I want to get some youngsters like Richmond, I want to get some youngsters like Oakland, I want to get some youngsters like Vallejo and San Francisco, and let them just all kick it and say, we won. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a challenge for me to get these youngsters to say, because, gangs is divided. The Bay, even though we're together, but you have division. So just to get brothers from different cities, I think to all come together would be big. I think that'd be big for me.
Yeah, I think just the act. It's just the act of love. I think that the Bay Area sums up of who we are, and no matter what city that you live in, and I think that if people start showing that type of love, it becomes contagious, and it won't just be about hurting some, you know, because there's so much going on, man. Like with the two girls on the bar station.
Wow.
I mean, it's just, you know, it's been a lot of tragedy in the Bay Area, you know, with Oscar Grant, and, you know, countless homicides throughout Oakland and throughout the Bay Area. I think the song "What I Love the Bay" and the lyric content behind it is basically like, it's like, look, this is where you live at. You need to start loving your neighbors. You know, start loving your neighbors. Let's start caring for each other and build this Bay Area community up. You know, and you know, we even starting I Love the Bay Foundation, where we're gonna start setting up food banks in different cities. You know, connecting with different food banks throughout the Bay Area community, and you know, reaching out to the homeless and just helping out and just showing the love.
I just want to say one thing too. I'm glad you said just, you know, bless Nia Wilson and her family.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That just happened. That was very tragic. You know, praying for her family, her father. I seen on the news that they can get through this healing, and hopefully this music that we making can kind of soothe the Bay Area. You know, to keep it love, keep it peace.
Because as you know, and even speaking from that situation, you know, we were almost on the brink of having a race war.
It's hot in the Bay Area.
It's hot. I mean, I'm noticing as I'm going to gas stations, different people are acting. I'm like, whoa, I was telling them, I'm like, whoa, this is real. Now, I'm not changing, but I can see it's changing. It's tense.
Wouldn't you say part of that is the gentrification that's come here?
Oh, yeah. It's gentrification for sure.
Yeah.
It's police brutality.
Police brutality.
You know, all this has got us, we're tense and we're not loving each other.
Yeah.
And I think God has called us even now to release this song with all the stuff that has happened in the Bay Area these last couple of days. I believe we're here for the time. We're right
they
on
need to
time.
hear something like
They need
this.
to hear a message. No, we don't need to be hate one another. We don't need to hate white people. We don't need to hate black people. White people don't need to hate black people. No, we all got to come together and love one another. That's the message of the Bible.
Amen.
The message of the Bible, God said, Jesus, that I give you a commandment. Love God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if we love one another as we love ourselves, then we won't have this what's happening right now. All this is stemming from hate. And so we're pushing the message on.
And just to, like you say, hate, I mean, we kind of promote hate, and like, that's the problem now. You know, we got to stop promoting hate, you know, on TV, on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at the news, you always see who murdered, who killed. It's time to start showing different stuff, maybe on the news and on social media, more, you know, positive outlets of different young individuals, especially young people. You know what I'm
And it starts off with us as rappers, because we have a platform.
Yes.
And it's a lot of rappers out here that they got a platform and they're using it for their agenda. If it's about pimping, if it's about gang banging, murdering, and they speaking all the bad fruits of the spirit. And our kids is tied into it. You know, they're even doing the dance that they talking about. And it's like you don't even know nothing about that, you know, dance. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's like the platform that we using right now for us, the Hebrew Boys, it's going to allow us to promote a positive vibe with positive lyrics. We know the foundation is Christ.
Yes.
And so we will be able to bleed off some of the foundation's attributes that it has, like love, like kindness, compassionate. And these are things that is offered, and for like those out there that don't know nothing about love, here, well, then we have a foundation for that.
You know, at this time, so the folk at home who might be looking at this, you might be sitting in your car and say, where are they? So we have some of the folk here who support the Hebrew Boys. When I say on the count of 3, I want y'all to holler out real loud, Hebrew Boys. Ready? 1.
I love the Bay. Can you say I love the Bay?
Okay, say I love the Bay.
I love the Bay.
On the count of three, I love the Bay. Real loud. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful, wonderful. Does anybody have a
think
question?
that was gonna happen.
That's
That
good.
was
I
loud.
love that. I love that. That's Oakland stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have a question for the Hebrew boys before we go to the next segment? Any of you young people have a question or something you want to say about the Hebrew boys? All right. Well, oh, that's we just got to that. Our next thing is we're going to have a performance by the Hebrew boys tonight.
We're gonna perform 3 songs.
3 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna perform 3 songs.
You rocking with
I
me?
mean,
You rocking with us? You rocking with us?
See, one